Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl Kelsey here, back with another video. If you don't know who I am, if you're new to this channel, hello, welcome to the family. Don't forget to click the subscribe button down below. And yeah, let's just get started into this video. So, do you guys see this jar? This beautiful red jar. If you look inside, it has all these little sticky notes, heart-shaped sticky notes. And I'm bringing a new concept to my channel to help me with my creativity and to just entertain you guys and to really see what I'm capable of with makeup, because I will always consider myself a beginner, because like I don't be trying to do no crazy extravagant eye looks or whatever. But it is a jar of makeup looks, and I cannot take any credit for this. My new and dear friend Yvette actually gave me this idea because she is a makeup artist, and she said this is how she creates her looks for her models. So this is what we're going to be doing today. So to get started, I'm going to dig my little nubs in here and see what I can find. And we have our first sticky note. We have two, but we're gonna put one back. And, oh, a fall makeup look. So I have this white on, but thank God I have white on because I could like really be playful with the makeup. So yesterday, let's get started because I would talk my head off. Starting with brows, I am going to be using this NYX brow pencil, and I am in the shade black. I really don't do my brows like I used to. I remember those harsh brows I used to do. They were atrocious. So now I just barely fill them in. But yeah, so yesterday I actually was filming a video. If you're watching this, today's Tuesday, and I actually tried to film a video Sunday, but let's just be honest, when you're home with kids by yourself, things just don't work out the way you want to. It just doesn't. And I will pop it up right here, somewhere right here. It was really cute, and I was like, that's a fall makeup look. Anyways, going in with concealer. I actually been loving this Pretty Fresh concealer by ColourPop. I don't know if it's gonna show. Okay. Anyways, it's Pretty Fresh concealer by ColourPop, and I did grab the shade Light 16M, and I love how this looks when I'm like carving out my brows and preparing my eyelids for eyeshadow. I don't know, it's so thick, it's so creamy, it's just perfect. So I am going to grab this concealer brush and I'm going to carve them out. Carve my lids as well with this. I'm just trying to blend that out, disperse it right now with this concealer brush. Since we are doing a fall look, I actually have my first eyeshadow palette I've ever purchased, and that is the Morphe 35M palette. She is a pretty big palette. Damn, if I could just open her up. As you see, the color palette it screams fall. You have the neutrals, you have the greens, you have the pops of color and purples and all that. And I think they're so perfect. This is actually the palette that I used yesterday to create my eyeshadow look. And I loved it, but I feel like doing something very neutral, very pretty, something, I don't know. We'll figure it out together. Going in with this shade right here, I'm going to buff this in my crease as a transition shade. I really love this palette. Like, it's a palette I don't think I'll ever get rid of, because like I said, it is a pretty fall palette, and I don't use it just in fall. I use it year round, like especially like if I'm going like to a party or something, or a date night. It's just, it has all those nice warm tone colors, and you could create an everyday look or a sexy look with this, and that's why I just like really love it. Like I said, I'm just gonna grab that shade, play it cool, and buff it all into my crease. Next, I'm gonna grab the shade right below it. It's called Vampy Vixen. And actually, yeah, I'm gonna take Vampy Vixen and I'm just gonna put it on my outer corner. Just going to blend it out, keeping it into the inner corner. You really want to take your time with blending, because blending can really save an eyeshadow look, like especially when you're working with dark colors. Blending is going to be your best friend. And with the same shade, I'm just going to do the same onto the other side. Just stamping it, putting the product where I want it to go, and I'm just going to blend it out. Going in with the same concealer, hello, that I used to carve out my brows and to prime my lids. I'm going to do like a half cut crease, because if you're like me, you don't have, oh my gosh, I have powder in my eyelashes. You don't have, girl, now I lost my train of thought. Rewind. If you're like me, you do not have like colored eye primers. So what I do is I grab concealer. Like I said, I'm just going to do a half cut crease, and I'm just going to follow the natural shape of my eye carefully. And this is just going to act as a base, because I am going to put a matte shadow on top, so I can have that pop of color. Doing the same on the other eye. And then going in with the same brush, I'm just going to really pack that on and have it and blend it out so it can be seamless. Going in with the shade right here, it's called Red Carpet. I'm going to pack that where I put my concealer for my half cut crease. What I'm doing with this color is going to be the base for the shimmer that I put, so the shimmer could really pop out. Because I feel like sometimes with Morphe's palettes, especially like the older ones, their shimmers aren't like the best. They're actually really dull. I'm just going to pack that on to the lid. This doesn't have to be perfect, because like I said, we're going to put the shimmer on top, so don't stress yourself out. Remember, this is for fun. We're not professionals. We're just two girls having girl time, doing our makeup to go absolutely nowhere. On to the other eye, just doing the same thing, packing that product on. I'm going in with the shimmer. I am going to be grabbing this shade right here, and it is, oh, look, I got something on my freaking finger anyways, and it's the shade Confidence. Let me swatch this for you guys. It is a pretty orange shade, and I feel like with what we have on right now on our eyelids, that Red Carpet shade, I feel like those two are gonna really complement each other. So dipping that shimmer shade onto the brush, I am going to grab some setting spray so it can really help this color really stand out. And I am just going to place that all over the lid. It is so pretty. Like, I just feel like that color this shimmer and that matte shade really needed each other. And the same on the other eye. I'm going to dip, spray, and apply. You could have totally kept this look matte without the shimmer, but I feel like shimmers like really take your eye looks to a different level. Me, on a daily basis, I don't wear shimmers because I just really love how matte looks look on me. But like days to day, I just feel like it's just necessary. And I'm just going to use my finger to really make sure that's blended out evenly. Your fingers are your best friends when it comes to blending anything. Going in back with the first shade, Play It Cool, that we did use in the crease, and we're just going to reapply that, making sure there's no harsh lines. Really sorry if you guys hear that landscaping. That's really annoying. The day I decide to film, this happens, but it's okay. We're going to push through, taking that color that we used for the outer corner. We're just going to blend where we put the red shade and the shimmer, just to make sure everything's properly blended. Now for mascara, I am going to use the Essence Lash Princess. I really love these for my eyelashes because it not only does it separate them, it volumizes them. It's like the perfect mascara for falsies. It's a perfect mascara for every day if you don't want to use falsies, and you don't need multiple coats just to get the product to show up. For lashes, I think these are from Kiss if I'm not wrong, but these are so pretty. These are like my everyday lashes if I'm gonna be all glam. I just love them. They're so wispy, they're so perfect. They don't take away from the eye. They're sexy. I just really love them. So going in with the Kiss the Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive, I'm just going to apply that on the band, and we are going to put these to the side so they can dry and get tacky. Then we will move on to the base. So when it comes to fall looks, I know everybody loves matte products, and I just feel like matte products, matte lips, matte eyeshadow, matte foundation, it screams fall. So when it comes to primer, I am going to use the e.l.f. Putty Primer, Matte Putty Primer. And this stuff is perfect. It's so creamy. It really does mattify your makeup. And a little does go a long way. So I am going to put this on my T-zone. I do have normal to dry skin, but when it comes to makeup, like my skin is really not picky. And for the rest of my face, because I still want that little bit of dew and I want my makeup to last all day, I am going to be using the NYX Bear With Me primer. It is a jelly consistency, as you see. I know some people aren't really crazy about that, but me, I really don't care. When it comes to primers, I'm not picky. Like I said, I have normal to dry skin, so my skin really isn't the pickiest. So I'm just going to press this into the skin. I really love how the eyes are looking. I cannot wait to get some eyelashes on. Going in with foundation, I am going to use the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte foundation in the shade 106. I haven't used this brand in so long, but I figured today, since it's fall and we're talking about matte makeup looks, it's gonna be perfect. So I am going to use my finger and I am going to dot this around my face. I really hope this is my shade, and I'm just going to go in with this Kabuki foundation brush from Morphe, and I'm just going to blend this product in. Have you guys noticed something about me? Remember in my vlog where I wanted to go get my nose piercing with my mom, but like I never did? We actually ended up going like a week later. When did I get it done? I got it done like 2 weeks ago. A week ago. 2 weeks ago. Child, we don't know. This foundation is sitting so pretty on the face. And it's not uncomfortable in my opinion. I haven't looked up reviews on it, like how other people feel. I like to just try out things for myself to see if I like it, instead of like going to outside resources to see how it's going to wear, because I feel like everybody's skin is different and you cannot go based off what the internet says. But it is so pretty, and it's a perfect shade for me, especially right now because I did have a little bit of a tan. And as you can see, I look dewy right now because of that other primer, but it really does have a matte finish. And I'm just going to go in with my beauty blender and take out any excess foundation. Back to lashes, because I don't want to put them to dry out. I'm going to apply them. This is why I love short nails, because with short nails, look how easy that is. Just boop. Moving on with concealer, back to the same concealer we've been using. I'm not going to use a lot under my under eye or at all. Just putting it where I need it to be. This bronzer, you actually need to build it up quite a bit, because it's like an everyday kind of bronzer. So if you really want that full coverage look, I advise you to like really build it up. Me, I don't mind. If you guys know me, you know I love when my makeup actually looks like my skin. That's just my preference. Don't beat me up about it. Like I said, it's just my preference. And I'm just going to start blending out the concealer and the bronzer with the same brush that I used to blend out my foundation. I never thought I was gonna be like a brush girl when it comes to like blending out complexion products, but like I see that like it's so worth it. Like I love it, and I feel like it's faster. Because, you know, like beauty sponges and all that, they're kind of big. So I feel like they do a good job, especially if you want like that natural look. But I also feel like you can't get into places easily. Plus I'm lazy, and I feel like the brush really helps out. I am going to go with the beauty blender though. This is from YALLL, by the way, and I'm just going to blend out the forehead and touch up under the eyes. Another YALLL product today, I am going to use the YALLL Putty Blush, and this is in the shade, I don't know because I can't find it, but this is what the packaging looked like, just like the putty bronzer. And I'm just going to use this little brush, and I'm just going to apply the product on like that. Going in with this flat brush. I don't even know how to explain it actually. Girl, I'm not going to act like I'm a professional, because I'm not. I'm just going to blend this product upwards. I'm going to tip of my nose. Now I'm just going to really set everything using my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. I am in the hunt, oh my gosh, I am in the hunt for more setting powder, because I've been using the same one for years. Because I feel like if it works, so I move on. But at the same time, I know you guys are going to get bored of me using the same products, and I don't want that to happen. So I do want to venture out into new things. On to setting the bronzer. I am going to be using the Belgian Waffle bronzer and highlighter palette by BH Cosmetics. And I'm going to be going in with the shade Batter and Cinnamon. I like to mix those two together. It makes just like the prettiest shade for me, for my skin tone. I'm just going to set where I place that cream bronzer. I'm just going to lightly do my nose. And then with the Milani, oh my gosh, when we moved here, Junior freaking dropped my makeup, so some of it's cracked. But going in with the Milani blush, I am going to be using the shade Luminoso. This is an oldie yet goodie. As you see, it's so pretty. It just gives you the slightest flush. And before I do the lower lashes, I actually want to go in with setting spray because I feel dry right now. Matte, when it comes to matte, it's comfortable, but let's just be honest, it's gonna look dry at a point. I'm going to go in with the matte, Wet n Wild Photo Focus Setting Spray. I'm going to drench my face. And if you know me, if you've been here since the beginning, since I first started, you know that I do go in with my beauty blender and I just melt all that makeup in. Cause I really love when makeup looks so smooth and soft and not cakey. I think it's just so beautiful. Going in with this same palette, I am going to be using the outer crease and the lower crease shade to smudge out the lower lash line. And after that, I'm going to lightly coat my bottom lashes. My bottom lashes suck, so I don't know why I do this. For my waterline, I am going in with this NYX lip liner in the shade Hooked on Love. It's just a pretty brown shade. Like I said, it is a lip liner, but there is no rules to makeup. For the inner corner highlights, I am going to be going in with this shade right here, the lightest one. And I'm just going to highlight my inner corners. Girl, that's barely popping up. What is that? So you know what? We're going to switch gears and go right back into that same bronzer palette that we use from BH Cosmetics. And we're going to use that to highlight. Now that the face is all done, going in with that same eyeliner that I use for my eyes, I'm just going to line my lips. I'm going to go in with the Shine 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 Wet Look Lip Gloss from Essence. I hope this looks good because my other lipstick I wanted to use. Is this gonna do? Oh, that's so pretty, yeah. So I'm not like a lipstick kind of girl because I don't know if you guys seen the video, like my lips are so freaking dry. That is so pretty. I think it looks perfect. So one last spray. Well, guys, for today's makeup look, so we did create a sexy fall makeup look with a pop of color in the on the lid, and I really love this look. I love how it looks. I'm so happy that fall is finally coming because as much as I love summer, this heat, she gotta go. She's disrespectful, okay? If you feel me, let me know in the comments down below. Like I said, thank you guys for watching. Until next time, bye.